Good morning. This is Dave Johnston with Day Trade the Markets, and we're looking at a 1-minute chart of the E-mini S&P. Um, Today is November the 16th, 2016, and you can see that the market here has gone pretty much sideways today. Let me just get a line here to show you. This was the earlier low, and that was at 2170. So the market here has been, ever since the election last week, has been moving up nicely. We also have support in the 69 and 68 areas. So we're thinking that the market could come back down and test into that area after this early consolidation. Test down in here, we did get a little bit of a test there, and then it had a bounce up, but we keep getting this resistance area up in here, and until it gets above that, it's really not good to go to the upside where it could test into the 76 area or so, which is today's high. But you can see here that what we're looking at is, possible at least up into this area in the 73. So we're long from 70.50, and we're going to go ahead and let me just go ahead and put in the sell stop here. I'll put it in just a tick below the low of today. You can see the low of today there at 69. So I'll put in the initial protective sell stop just a tick below that at 2168.75. I'm also going to put in a sell limit up there toward or just below that resistance area, which is 73. I'm going to put it at 72. It's been a pretty quiet day, so if we can get a 1.5 out of this first one, adjust our stop to basically break even. Maybe it can rally above 73 and challenge the day's high at 76. So that's kind of where we're at on this one for the time being. So with this area, it's been tough to get across. You can see with the Day Trade the Market software how it actually creates these trade location zones. So we've had this one here, in my time, from about 8:50 up to right now after 10 o'clock. It's about an hour and a half. These trade location zones are known well ahead of time, and obviously the market can probe above or below. It's not going to stay in the trade location zone forever, of course. But we do have the good supports below the market. We had a good support at 70 going into today, and then holding here. So I think we'll go ahead and put the recording on pause, and we'll pick it up as the market dictates. Okay, you can see here that the market did dip down, moved against us, and now it did come up and hit 72, so it hit our first objective. So I'll just go ahead and put in a marker right there showing where we exited the first contract. In this case, we only have 2 contracts, so that's our first exit. So a 1.5 profit on that. We need to make an adjustment on our stop from 2 contracts down to 1. I'll bring it just down below this last little dip we had right here, which is right at our entry price. So we now have a 1 tick risk on this trade at this time. So we'll just leave it like that for the time being, and put the recording on pause and pick it up as we see fit. The area up here, as you can see, is still holding its own. Maybe we can get up to the 76 area and be our next target. I think we're good for now, and we'll pause and pick it up as the market dictates. Okay, so I'll just restart it again here. You can see we've gotten up to the that barrier there in the 73 area. Okay, we're just starting to move above it, so that's good. You can see the last dips we had in here was at 71 and 75. Hopefully we can get some continuation here, and I'll go ahead and adjust the stop and bring it up a couple ticks below that. So our stop is now at 71.25. So it's only a 3 tick locked in profit on the second contract, but I think that's okay. I'll put the marker in there. And we have our first exit, of course, over here at 72 for 1.5. So, and then I'll just put the other marker in here too for 21.70.50, which is of course where we got in. So I'll pause it here and pick it up as the market dictates. Okay, just restarted the recording here, and you can see that it has continued higher. It's reached up to 75, and you can see here that we've got this green bar. It's our first level 2 buying bar, or which is our second strongest aggressive buying bar since we've been in this long trade. And you can see that the low of that is at 73.50. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust that stop to 73, just a couple ticks below there, and I'll just move the marker there too, so we know where our stop is on that. So so that's good. We at 73, that locks in 2.5 points, and we made a 1.5 on the other contract. So we've locked in at least 4 points here. Of course, we only did this trade with 2 contracts. So here we are, just restarted again. Sorry, a little slow on that. But it did come down. As you can see, it did hit within a couple of ticks of our objective, which was interesting because, as I was saying earlier in the video, that, okay, we got stopped here. So we were thinking it might get up to the 76.25 area, which was the earlier high. It came within a couple of ticks of that. And now we've come back down and stopped us at 73. So as I just said a moment ago, we got 2.5 points on that because we were long from 70.50 and a 1.5 on the first contract. So that's a total of 4 points on the 2 contracts. So I like this trade because we had good support below. It did move against us about a point and a quarter, but then it did have a nice rally. Not a huge one, but from our entry it did move almost 6 points. So that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.